Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Assassin's Creed Syndicate Part 3. And in the previous part, we stopped here somewhere. I was doing quests related to Jacob with Darwin, I think. Yeah, and I think we have one more quest left. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or what's interesting is that, as you can see on the minimap, we have the train icon, but it's in gray, it's not in golden. Yet when you unzoom it, or when you just open the big map, it's in golden, so it means that there is a quest there, because there are no other quests. Well, I started thinking about Assassin's Creed Syndicate yesterday. I don't know why. At some point, I started thinking about it, and um, I realized that I checked my previous Assassin's Creed Syndicate playthrough. And I think I had like 11 parts of the main game and 6 or 7 more parts, or 8 parts of the, I don't know, random DLCs and other things, side quests. And so I thought that one of the problems of Assassin's Creed Syndicate is the fact that it's kind of fast. At least that's how it feels. Okay, it shouldn't be as long as The Witcher 3, but I feel like certain characters or certain situations were not developed well enough, or they were not developed, certain stories were not kind of shown, or they are shorter than they should be. And yeah, this is something that is probably bad. This is something bad. It's a bad thing about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Sequence 5. The Perils of Business. John Elliotson is dead, and Starrick's soothing syrup has been eradicated. Having shut down one branch of Starrick's enterprise, Jacob looks to loosen the Master Templar's hold on London's transportation. Meanwhile, the race for the Shroud of Eden continues, and Evie hopes to gain the upper hand over the enemy Loose Thorn. So there are 8 sequences, right? So the 8th one is the last one. And we are already at sequence 5. I am really not sure what happened to sequence 1, 2, and 3. They were so fast that we didn't even notice it. That's a very interesting thing. I'm just not sure how it happened. Okay, we killed that guy, the doctor, Starrick's the third portrait. It was Evie who killed him. And the train guy, the fact that Jacob derailed the train, that mission related to another guy. So basically we killed these two in the first, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the game, or 40 minutes or something. And then the third one I don't remember. But those two were killed in the first half an hour of the game, which is that is fast, and that was one sequence apparently. That's crazy.
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
Few days when I've been doing my round, some bampot starts following me. Nervous looking lad. Oh, he's up to no good.
Tell you what, do your rounds as usual. If he appears, I'll keep an eye on him. When we return, put him into the train.
Aye, all right.
Henry with your piano playing, have you?
An exceptionally nice day.
I was reading Reddit yesterday, and I mean, I don't know the exact style. I think based on my memories, I think girls usually use some kind of dresses or something. So probably Evie is not exactly dressed as a girl would have been dressed in that time period. Someone said that it's more of a kind of a steampunk outfit or something like that. I like the steampunk genre. It's not bad. We don't have much of games kind of related to this genre. I think I mentioned it when I made a Dishonored playthrough. At some point I mentioned, I remember I spoke about the steampunk and stuff, and I think Dishonored is one of those games where we see it a little bit, maybe not too much, but we still see a little bit of steampunk kind of vibes. I don't know. And I don't know. It looks pretty cool. As I said, well, except for the cape, whatever that thing is. And also, I tried to summarize the concept of and work a little bit with ChatGPT to make some kind of a plan, maybe, or just, I don't know. I wasn't particularly looking for a plan. I was just curious what ChatGPT was thinking, and to get some data maybe. And So I kind of explained this concept of perfect female characters and stuff, and I think I was thinking about Evie, because there was a moment in the previous playthrough when she was with Mr. Green, and they were in the garden. They had to infiltrate. They were standing in front of Edward Scanway mansion or whatever that building was, and they were speaking. And the way Evie was speaking, it was kind of a, I don't want to say it was special, but this is something that I mentioned yesterday when I said that Evie got this kind of noble vibes. The way she stands, the way it's her posture, and you can clearly see a difference. You see, she's not staying like a, I don't know, hunchback like that. You know, her posture is correct, and this is something important. You see, the way she speaks when in that cutscene she was speaking with Mr. Green, and she held her head like that. You see, and it's typically something that okay, in 21st century we're not particularly classifying people on who's noble and who's not, and modern people are kind of different, and modern youth, but if we take these concepts from the past, and where we had this kind of a, when we classified maybe people and we saw the difference, there's obviously this difference exists even nowadays. Quite often people from rich families, if they're not rich and spoiled brats, they have some kind of noble behavior, you know, the way their posture, the way they speak, in the way they dress and stuff, and the way Evie stands and the way she walks. It's not a random, like, I don't know, a random peasant or something. I don't know how to say it, but that's the idea. You see, it's important to keep your head, you see, kind of elevated to not feel like you're a as I said, standing like a hunchback or something like that. And this is something important. It adds kind of this nobility vibe to the character, and in the case of Evie, it adds this it adds to her character, the way she speaks, the way she stands and stuff. You can clearly see a difference between Evie and Jacob. Jacob got these vibes as well, but quite often Jacob is goofy, he's kind of cocky, he's, you know, it's... There is a difference. Evie's doing that only with Jacob, it feels like.
Agnes, take care. There's a gang out looking for you.
Ugh, not at all. Just one glaikit laddie following me.
You certain?
Certain as can be.
There he is, the rascal.
Which way you bloody going?
Oh, so sorry, miss.
That's Mrs. to you, you great oaf.
I don't know how to make it sound louder. I feel like it's not enough in terms of volume, but I'm not sure what to do.
You damn pillock. Sorry, but that woman's from an important gang.
Gang? What gang's that?
I think it's in a train.
Sounds like the bastards would be okay lot. Alert the lads on the rooftops. We'll take her out.
She's right there. The one with the ninny following her about.
Didn't pay attention to the side mission, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
There's a whole gang out to get you. No, some idiot can't even follow me proper.
No, they're dangerous. There might be an ambush in the station.
Tinny be daft.
I must get to the station before Agnes does.
I'll tell you the. I'll finish this mission. I'll tell you the criteria for perfect female characters that ChatGPT summarized from my long text. You'll tell me if you agree or not. Just need to find an entrance somewhere.
Have a say in our own
Oh, blimey!
I need your skills.
My weapon is beyond awful.
happening with the fellow who's following Agnes?
Who are you?
Nigel Bumble.
Why were you following us?
I want to join your gang.
Ah, for Christ's sake, he knows who we are now. All right, laddie. I can use you to tidy up the train a bit, if you didn't mind getting dirty.
Really? Terrific. You won't regret it, miss.
Nigel's put his
Romancing
foot in it
Henry with
again.
your piano playing,
Nice
have
to
you?
see you, Miss Fry.
We got a Jacob's mission over there. What's interesting is that this kind of a random observation. Sometimes in languages we have this weird thing as saying one thing to mean the opposite thing. So in English, for example, it's terrific. Maybe it's more of a British thing than American. I'm not sure. But like, terrific in this case, it means kind of, I don't know, great or something, right? And
There you are.
and it's kind of funny. In French there is a similar thing, but it sounds a little bit different. So in French you say "c'est pas terrible" to mean it's not terrible if I translate it kind of to mean that it's terrible actually, which is kind of why I'm not sure. And it's one of those things that you kind of learn it when you learn the language eventually. It's probably something that is more advanced than saying simply "hey, how are you" or something like that, but it's just kind of funny. And I suppose it exists in other languages as well. Just I'm not sure, but it's kind of weird. Why are we meaning the opposite of what we're saying? It's just doesn't make much sense. No? I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. We have inventory, outfits, and we need Lady Millen's gown. And they said that it's in sequence 5. In sequence 5, after friendly competition, a room with a view, lady with a lamp, breaking news. I'll start this mission with Jacob. But I'll check the lady's milling gown.
You'll regret it if I come over there.
Miss Attaway.
Yes, may I? Oh. Splendid. You're here to murder me.
I what?
No matter. Everyone has a price. Is this enough?
I'm not here to kill you.
Then what's your game?
Mr. Starrick and the Milner Company have blocked your ambitions long enough. I have a business proposition for you.
Wonderful. Come with me. We have much to discuss, Mr.
Jacob Fry. At your service.
Truer words were never spoken. If you'd be so kind as to take the reins.
We need the lockpick, that's for sure. And we also need nothing. We don't have any skill points. Whatever.
You must understand, I've received threats against my life. Malcolm Miller has all but waged war on me since Mr. Starrick bought out his company. And no offense, I hope, but you do look the human type.
I doubt I shall ever recover from such a slight.
What then is your interest in my redemption, Mr. Fry?
I sense an opportunity that will benefit us both.
Do you?
Is that so hard to believe?
Whatever your intentions, it will be quite the tonic to strike back against Milner and Starrick. I have word. That's one of Milner's.
I can't lose another one! Get away from my bus!
Keep moving.
Easy, you stupid nag!
Practically impossible to catch him. This is the omnibus now. So they're not pursuing him, they're escaping actually. I had only one bullet left as Evil. Why I have only one bullet left as Jake? That is interesting. Come on.
Doing fine, girl. Walk on, girl. Easy now. Who's a good horse?
Malcolm Milner. Starrick's puppet himself.
Careful, you twats! This Parksy needs to make it to the Attaway depot.
He thinks he can burn my buses. Let's give him a taste of his own medicine.
Let's give him the whole damn bottle. We'll turn Milner's park scene against him. But I'll need help from my gang.
Such entrepreneurial instinct, Mr. Fry. I shall leave you to it.
What happened to the driver? I just passed him on to Milner. That was a week ago. Milner wouldn't exactly treat one of Attaway's employees now, would he? I don't know. What happened to the driver?
That she's got
I just
fewer
passed him on to
people on
Milner.
her payroll.
That was a week
That's
ago.
all I care about.
Milner wouldn't exactly treat one of Attaway's employees to tea and biscuits now, would he?
The end
Not
result
interested
is
in
that
how
she's
the
got
meat
fewer
pie's
people
made.
on her payroll. That's all I care about.
Something's out there. Not interested in
You
how the
guys!
meat pie's made.
Great, I have one bullet now.
Heave-ho, Jacob.
Primed and ready.
How's that for a taste?
I can see Milner's stock price plummeting already. You're hired. Oh, I have more business planned for us both. Drop a note to my secretary to make an appointment, and I shall reveal the next step in our scheme.
I don't actually work like that.
To get the outfit, we need to make this quest. A room with a view. Lady Meline's outfit, whatever. That thing is something. It's important to get outfits. If you like an outfit, it's important to get it as soon as possible. Because getting an outfit at the end of the game, I think
Walk on, girl.
in the very beginning, I had this problem. In the very beginning, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or something like that, I was, generally speaking, I was following the main story way more than side quests, which kind of created a problem. And I'm not only speaking about Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I'm speaking generally speaking. I'm speaking, yeah, whatever. You got the point. I had this problem in The Witcher 3 when I first, my very first playthrough of The Witcher 3 was kind of interesting playthrough because I barely did any side quests. I did a couple of them, but I mostly followed the story of finding Ciri and helping her, which is kind of weird because I didn't have much, I don't know, skill points or I don't know, other things or sets, and it was weird. And I have this problem with Assassin's Creed Syndicate as well and other games where we can acquire certain things via side quests, but because you're not doing those side quests or you're doing them at the very end of the game, it creates a problem because if the game is finished and you only have, I don't know, side quests left, what's the point of getting that outfit or getting that set or getting that sword or getting ability points or getting something else? The game is over. You won't have enough time to appreciate that set if you like it, if the game is over. And this is something that over the time I had to change. So right now I'm focusing way more on side quests and on getting different, I don't know, outfits or something like that, because it changes something. It's great to have a cool set that looks great.
I would like to thank our esteemed guests.
So the hints you found in the Kenway house lead to the monument.
What a wonderful use of your time following me around asking obvious questions.
Well, since Henry isn't here, I thought you might enjoy the company.
I don't require any company, and Mr. Green is following up on some leads of his own.
Oh, yes, Mr. Green. That's a fascinating idea. Oh, please, Mr. Green, come and take a look at this book and stand oh so close to me, Mr. Green.
I do not. Well, perhaps you have nothing better to do, but I'm busy protecting the assassins.
Are you really? What was it Father used to say?
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission.
Precisely. Anyway, I'm off. If I find any more wild geese for you to chase, I'll be in touch.
Be ever more pleasant for your absence.
Please, show some respect for our guests. Our new proposal will ensure that these slums will be replaced with better, safer housing, sanitation facilities, and less open play.
There is a door,
What a racket! You sound like a bunch of children.
but we cannot sabotage this place anyhow.
Want to keep living
The only way that I use
we cannot continue this until you
and that I'll probably use in this situation as well. Shadows disappear. Look at those people over there. When I turn the camera, shadows disappear. It's kind of interesting. Is to throw a smoke bomb and then try to run, you know.
so great a tragedy will never happen again. I would like to thank our esteemed
That's the only way, but because you can't send you don't have any abilities, you know, special abilities, like in Assassin's Creed 3, for example. You have your assassin brotherhood and you have 6 recruits or something like that with unique abilities. In one of them was that French Canadian guy who was able to start a revolt or something like that. Here we don't have this ability, which is kind of sad because it's super practical to, you know, to provoke someone so people are not attacking police here, like in Assassin's Creed Unity, for example.
safer housing, sanitation facilities, and less open play. What a racket! You sound like a bunch of children. You are being very ungrateful. Do you really want to keep
You see, I killed one, but the second one noticed me for some reason. I'm not sure why. Why that police guy didn't notice me, the police guy on the left side didn't notice me, but that one behind the target noticed me. I'm not sure.
members of Parliament and others for being here today. Our proposed legislation will ensure that housing for the impoverished need not be a fire hazard. We have heard your concerns. There is no need for shouting. Please calm down. There's no need for all this disruption. Too many today live in what are little better than hovels, in crowded conditions near open flames and with few methods of fire control. Will you please stop shouting? You are only being moved at... Please, show some respect for our guests. Our new proposal will ensure that these slums will be replaced with better, safer housing, sanitation facilities, and less open play. You are being very ungrateful.
Well, that was... that hurts. That hurts. That was awful. Their bullets are...
Have adhered the monument to the Great Fire. In an effort to ensure so great a tragedy will never happen
they have an
again.
auto aim or something.
I'd
It's
like
just...
to thank
I don't
our
know.
esteemed guests, the Right Honourable Premier Disraeli, members of Parliament and others
It feels
for
kind of
being
weird.
here today. Our proposed legislation will ensure the moratorium policy of nuclear fire hazards. We have heard your concern. Please calm down.
This looks familiar.
The view is nice.
Crowded conditions
Okay, so about the perfect female characters. I gave 4 examples to ChatGPT. The same 4 examples that I gave you yesterday. The first one is Elika from Prince of Persia 2008. The second one, and probably the best one, even more than Elika, is Suki from Avatar: The Last Airbender. The third one, to some extent, is Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. And the fourth one is Evie Frye from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. There are more, probably, I suppose. I just can't think of right now. Maybe I'll find them eventually. But that is probably not that important. We can find even more than 4. There are definitely more than 4 characters. Those are 4 characters that I am probably thinking of. I don't know, because right now I'm playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because I rewatched Avatar not that long ago. Tomb Raider is just kind of an iconic series, so you can't really forget it. And Elika from Prince of Persia 2008 was probably where it all started. I kind of started to think about this kind of a theory or whatever you call it after playing Prince of Persia 2008 and seeing Elika's qualities. So ChatGPT summarized those qualities, and basically he made 6 main kind of qualities that are important for an interesting female character, or as I said, theorized, the perfect female characters. This is something that I suppose a lot of guys can relate of. I still think that ChatGPT doesn't particularly agree with me, and it's true that the landscape is changing, a lot of new gamers are coming, but I still feel like that the vast majority of gamers are still guys, and they are in the vast majority of cases are more or less traditional. So though I don't particularly like to use this word, because traditional sounds like you're classifying people, and I don't particularly like to classify people. I don't do it for myself, I don't do it for anyone else. This is not something that I like to do, but whatever, let's let's say that for the sake of this explanation, I'll use the word traditional, in the sense that you have the traditional values. I don't know, some people visit churches, some not, but in, you know, the vast majority of guys are interested in girls, and the vast majority of such gamers are straight. Oh no. What bothers me is that we don't have 3 dots here.
It's in the very top.
So, the common traits of perfect female characters according to your theory. But I suppose it's just a general more like general ideas. It's not a theory. I'm not a scientist or something. Those are just random thoughts, you know. ChatGPT is funny. So intelligence and wit. This is the first one. Smart and capable women who can hold their own in conversations and critical situations. This is something that we see in the case of Elika, for example, in the case of Suki. Evie is probably like that as well, and Lara. They definitely can speak. They are not afraid of saying something, or they are not afraid of making something, which is important.
The key to the vault and the shroud.
day, Miss Fry. I'll take that.
You want Shroud to cement your own power. But what if you cannot control it?
And why do you want the Shroud? Merely to keep the Templars from having it? How like an assassin. To hold the power of eternal life, and yet be too afraid to use it.
Eternal life. Is that what you think the Shroud offers?
What I think is no longer your concern.
I was pressing E, but apparently when she's striking you like that, you have to press E at the right moment, because they do not say it anywhere, they do not indicate it, and it's kind of interesting. Because if you press E too early, Eve is not going to block her attack. That was weird. I pressed E, but it didn't work. Okay. Can I buy weapons during the fight? Inventory. Yeah, you see, you must be anonymous.
Coming with me? I have other plans. Damn it!
I needed to improve my weapon. I didn't buy any weapon on Evie. I like. Or maybe in the very beginning. Okay, let's see. Okay. Hope I won't die. Yeah, I'm alive. That's great. Let's see. We need to improve weapons. We have 15k. We can... you need to be level 3. Oh, I didn't improve any skills. That's weird. We need intimidation. What else do we have? Scavenger. Eagle vision. First strike is important as well. In certain situations. Stealth. Stealth 2. And Knife Master, for example. And we have only 2 skill points left. Okay. Now we can check outfits. We have Lady Meline's gown, but it costs a lot of money to upgrade it. How upgrade? Yeah. By 3. Oh, that's great. Increases throwing knife capacity and stuff. That's great. She's still got this awful cape or whatever that is. I don't like it. Well, I am definitely unlucky. I suppose all outfits have this thing.
Looks like trouble. Knock it up! What's wrong, huh? Take your stuff! I'm gonna recover! Just because I'm over here don't mean I can't take care of you!
This purple is bothering me. I like this, I don't know, kind of jacket or whatever that is. The color is cool. Though why her pants are kind of dark charcoal or whatever that color is, I don't know. Yeah, it's mostly the color of the jacket that is interesting. The purple feels a little bit weird, a little bit off, but well. What other outfits do we have? We have the Master Assassin. Master Assassin is not bad, but I think they will give us Master Assassin outfit at the end of the game. And we have 3 secret outfits. Nighthawk. Lufer Lady outfit is not bad as well. And I've read on Reddit that it's outfit that was a special outfit for some kind of vampire something. I'm not sure. Maybe Halloween special or something like that. Evelyn's outfit looks awful. Elise is meh. Here it feels like she's everything is too closed, like hidden. You don't really see, you don't even see her neck. And there is simply Evie as well. It looks like, I think Assassin's Creed Chronicles or something like that. Either Asian or Russian, I don't remember which one exactly, but it looks similar to those outfits. Whatever, let's use this one for now. Train is safe, is full. What else do I have? The lady with the lamp. What I'm asking myself is, what of Charles Darwin memories? And we have this associate activity. Who's that? Charles Dickens memories. We have a bunch of different quests here and there, I see. Do lip sync memories. And it's available for level 3, suggested level 3. But this area is for suggested level 9. I'm not sure how it works. So I shouldn't be going there. Okay. Well. And we have dreadful crimes quests that I will probably do after the main game. I think I'll finish the main game, the main story, and then I'll deal with all the DLCs. So, the first trait of perfect female characters in video games or cartoons or something. The first one is intelligence and wit. The second one is balanced humor. Use of irony and humor without crossing into excessive sarcasm or annoyance. This is something important. Nigel in for the job. What is this quest?
Miss Fry, I brought some books. I hope I'm not intruding by being here.
Quite the contrary. It's nice to have the company. A herbarium? Are you collecting flowers for someone?
Only myself. I'm told it's something of a British pastime. Did you know they all have symbolic meanings?
I had heard something of the sort.
Of course you have. Unfortunately, I have no time to fill the book.
I could collect some samples, if you would accept my help.
I would appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Fry.
Okay, so the second one is balanced humor. This is important because, as I mentioned yesterday, it's important to keep balance between jokes and other things. If you're joking all the time, when you're like 20 or something, or 18, 17, 16, you feel like, well, I actually didn't buy the weapon for Evie. I need to do that. When you're, as I said, 16, 17, 18, 20, you feel like joking all the time, kind of, you know, poking each other. It's great. When you get older, you start to understand that it's important to keep things balanced, because if you only joke all the time, if you only do that in some kind of an ironical manner or sarcastical manner, it becomes too much at some point. It's a little bit saturated, you know, with such things. It's important to keep healthy balance between things. You can, as I gave you this example yesterday, you can only eat chocolate all the time or chips or something. They are great, they feel tasty, or pizza or I don't know what, because you eat them sometimes. If you start to eat your favorite dish or your favorite thing on a daily basis, it becomes your most hated dish, because something feels special only because you do that thing or eat that thing or something sometimes. When you start to do it on a daily basis, regularly, you lose the taste of it. And this is the I think at some point, I don't remember in what video, but it probably doesn't matter, I gave my own example. I gave the example of me eating kebabs. When I was in school, I really like kebabs. Just like probably a lot of people. A lot of young people. And they felt special. This item must be crafted. So let's craft it. It felt special. Because I wasn't able to eat it regularly. My mom didn't give me that much money, you know, to eat it on a daily basis. It was mostly something rare, and this is why it felt good. Industrial gauntlet. Oh, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty cool. It really looks like some kind of a steampunk thing. Well, that's great. I like it. You see, we have capes. I don't like capes, but they increase defense and stealth for some reason. I'd like to remove them completely, but I can't. Too bad. I don't have any money. I need to start opening chests. Well, let's make this mission, bounty hunt David O'Donnell, and then find some chests. I don't know. So when I was at school, I really liked kebabs, but I wasn't able to eat them regularly because obviously I was living with my parents. They didn't give me that much money, and obviously my mom didn't particularly like it. She was saying that obviously it's fast food and you shouldn't eat it that often. You should keep things balanced. When I moved closer to university, closer to in another city, I started to eat them way more often than when I was in school. which is probably kind of obvious, right? Or not. Maybe some people are not like me. In any case, that's I'm giving my own example. And so I started to eat them more often. It doesn't mean that I ate them every single day, but I definitely ate them more often than once every 2 months. Or something like that. And over the time, it started to feel weird. I started to lose the taste of kebab because I liked it, but because I ate it way more often than before, it kind of started to become something of a routine, you know. It kind of became like a routine. You just go and grab a random fast food sometimes. And I started to lose that magical taste that I had before. Because before I was kind of like happy, you know, oh, finally I can eat this tasty thing. While after eating it more or less regularly, I started to lose the taste of it. I started to... it tasted not bad, but it was something mental, you see. It was something... I don't know how to explain it, but I suppose it's something mental, you see. It's something that if we don't eat these things that often, they taste amazing. But if we eat it all the time, then it starts to feel... it starts to feel like something banal, something as a of a routine, you know. And I had the same feeling when I was in school as well, when I was when we had kind of holidays or something like that, when I was able to play video games. When I was in school whole day and I was coming back to home and I played video games, it felt like something special because I had only what I don't know, 2-3 hours before my mom comes back, and it felt like it felt like something great. While during holidays, when I was able to, even though my mom didn't particularly like it, but I was still able to play video games more often.
Who are you? Get off me!
Shh. You're making too much noise.
What are you grabbing me for?
Stealing organ pipes, what else?
We were doing something.
This is over. Brother, I'm free.
Well, while, as I said, during holidays, it felt like I was playing it regularly, like 20, maybe not 24/7. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I still played it way more than a couple of hours per day. And it started to feel weird during those moments because I was like literally just playing PC all the time in video games. So it's important to keep things balanced. In the case of irony, or irony, because sarcasm is when you're mocking something or someone, so it's something negative. Irony is not as negative as sarcasm, so you should probably not use sarcasm at all. Irony is fine sometimes, but still, it's important that you use it appropriately in the right moments. And in the case of Elika, okay, you can say that sometimes maybe Elika or I don't know, Suki, sometimes it might be too much. Some people might find it weird, but on average everything is fine. So the balanced humor criteria is an important one, and they have this understanding. This is why I say that when you this is why when I say that these characters were created by male game developers, and they kind of put all those qualities in those characters, all the qualities that we guys we appreciate. This is why we can probably classify them as perfect female characters.
This isn't over. Brother, I'm free.
No. That is very bad. Well, did I miss? I guess I missed. Huh? I need to replenish my throwing knife somehow. I'm not sure how. It feels like 1 centimeter above the head, or just 1 centimeter below or above, and you won't kill your target. Because I was aiming at his head, but I wasn't able to kill him. That was interesting. So that was the second point. The third one is motivation and drive. Clear goals and a strong sense of purpose, often related to protecting or saving others. This is the third quality, which is important, I suppose. If we look at Elika, her goal is to save her people and to restore her kingdom. She got a clear goal. She's not just randomly doing something without any reason. You understand that she got a, well, let's call it a life goal. She's not just, existing, waiting for... Yeah, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I have seen girls like that. Their only goal is marrying someone, and to be completely honest, it feels a little bit weird, like they don't have a purpose of their existence. I'm not blaming them, or I'm not saying that it's bad. We're all different. We all have different goals. Some people just want to marry someone and have kids. Some people are more ambitious and they want to have something else, which is, it's fine. It's fine. But I feel like for an attractive why these characters are popular, exactly because they have these qualities that we appreciate. And so in the case of I don't know, Elika, she got a clear goal that she needs to save her kingdom. Evie got a clear goal that she needs to protect London from Templars. Lara got, especially if we take the more kind of an ancient trilogy from from 2006, 7, and 8. So Tomb Raider, Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld. Lara got a very clear goal. Her goal is to find her parents. But at the same time, she's discovering all these interesting places and she knows history and stuff. So it's not a pointless existence of waiting for, I don't know, to find a husband or something like that. She got a purpose in her life. I get 5 knives, but I feel like I will... That was close. That was close. That was awful. Ooh, they're chasing him? Who's that? That was weird. No, I killed him?
I'm free! Hey! Who are you? Get off me!
Shh. You're making too much noise.
What are you grabbing me for?
Stealing organ pipes, what else?
We were doing Charles Babbage proud. No one likes that nasty music anyway.
I haven't put as much thought into it as you.
The fourth one, the fourth quality is probably the most obvious one, but the vast majority of these characters are attractive, which is probably, I don't know to what extent it's important to you or to someone else. Whatever, I'll knock him out. I don't have a choice. Oh, come on. I can't jump from this place. Look at that. I'm stuck. That is weird. I'm not sure why. No way.
Not at all suspicious, that.
Wow, that is weird. I don't know what to say. I finally caught him and I'm not... Whatever. Whatever. Forget about it. Where can we go? Let's see. My fourth attempt, fifth one? That is weird.
Slowly now.
So physical attractiveness. I suppose for guys it's important, more or less. I don't know to what extent, as I said. Character is very important as a trait as well. But some people prefer physical attractiveness only, and some people prefer character. I suppose this one is maybe even more subjective, but they're attractive. At least these four characters: Suki, Elika, Evie, and Lara.
The only good book.
I probably don't have much to say about it, but yeah, they're attractive. At least probably one of them you should definitely find attractive. Maybe not all four, or maybe all four, who knows. The fifth one, the fifth quality, is supportive yet independent. Able to support their partners without overshadowing or competing with them, maintaining their own identity and strengths. In the case of Suki, Suki is probably the best example. Elika as well. And then, I don't know. And then Evie and Lara. Lara doesn't really have a partner, so we don't really see her supporting anyone. So maybe this is why I said Lara is probably to a lesser extent this perfect female character. She got certain traits, but not maybe them all.
Where can I find you? I'll put an end to that noise.
But in the case of Suki, for example, Suki is the best example of a supportive character. She is a leader of Kyoshi warriors, so she's not some random girl. Yet at the same time, she's... I feel like I'm repeating myself. This is something what I said yesterday, probably. Yet at the same time, she is she's not trying to sabotage what Sokka is doing. She is supporting him. She's helping him. She's not trying to demotivate him to do something, and this is really great. And this is something important. In the case of Evie, I suppose she's working with Mr. Green. Maybe to some extent we can attribute this supportive yet independent trait to Evie as well, because obviously she's making a lot of things on her own. Mr. Green is doing other things. Mr. Green does certain things, and Evie does some other things, so they are not really connected in terms of their jobs. Evie, even though she's more a silent and kind of smart assassin, she's still the field work, as Mr. Green said. I'm not really into field work, so he's not really an assassin that kills people. He's more of a coordinator or whatever. What I find weird is that there is no music, and it feels kind of weird. So this is something important, you see, to not sabotage even if your kind of boyfriend is making mistakes, it's important to not sabotage everything and just to let him to do some things as well, to grow up as a character and just to support him. This is what Suki does the best, I suppose. Yet when it's important to be serious, she's being serious. I'll probably speak about this because he explained, ChatGPT summarized certain things about every character in a more detailed way. And the sixth quality is emotional resilience, staying calm and resourceful in challenging situations, demonstrating emotional strength. We can say that in the case of Evie, yeah, sometimes she might be kind of freaking out or something. She might be panicking or something like that. But on average, she tries to stay calm and stuff. And that's great. It's important to not get lost and start to panic because of there is something that needs to be done. There is a difference between being calm and just being calm and normal, and kind of being calm but being cold-hearted. Because I feel like Yennefer, for example, from The Witcher 3, she's more of a... she's calm. She tries to stay calm. How did he see me?
This isn't over. Brother, I'm free. This isn't over. Brother, I'm free.
Wow. I hate this mission. Should I just kill him and bring back his body or something? This is awful. So Yennefer, for example, is oh, I wanted to say police is fighting. No, they are not fighting. With those guys. Yennefer, for example, she tries to stay calm, I suppose, but it feels like she's really cold-hearted. She's ready to do the to use the necromancy, which is obviously forbidden, and it leaves some kind of a mark on you. That's not the case for Triss, for example. I don't know to what extent we can speak about Triss in these perfect female characters, because she seems to be supportive and she seems to be like Evie and Suki and stuff. She's doing her own things. She's helping mages to leave Novigrad, and there are a lot of interesting things about Triss. The problem is that it feels like it's purely the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt version of Triss. In the books, she's different. So I am really not sure about Triss. But the video game version seems to be sweet and respectful and motivated and stuff. That wasn't too bright, I suppose. I didn't press. the left mouse button. I didn't want to kill him. I hate this mission. This is awful. Whatever, I'll do it later. It's been 40 minutes that I'm trying to do it. And it's just clearly it's not working. It's time to do something else. Well.
I'm gonna put you in your place.
So about Evie, ChatGPT says that Evie's intelligence and strategic mind make her an effective assassin. Respectful demeanor. She interacts with others respectfully and patiently, maintaining noble posture. Appearance and style. Evie's attire is practical yet stylish, reflecting her role without being overly sexualized. And this is something that works for... it's an important quality, and it's not only about Evie, but it's typically something that we see in Evie's case, is that she's not sexualized. You see, her outfits are cool, but nothing more. That's not the case for Lara, for example. Quite often Lara is made in such way that we see her in those, you know, small shirts, tiny t-shirts and things. It sometimes, you know, it's important to, as I said, to keep balance between... What happened? What is my goal? Okay, free and protect the captured rogues. It's important to keep balance between making the character attractive, yet not sexualizing the character. And I feel like a lot of games are doing that. Which is, you know, it's kind of math. I don't particularly like it. I prefer some kind of elegant outfits that underline the femininity without being sexualized. That's it, without sexualizing the character. So this is something important. This is the case for, I don't know. That's the case for Suki. That's definitely the case for Suki. But is that the case for Elika? I suppose. Though we see her belly, I feel like, but I don't know. I'm not sure. So that was about Evie. About Lara Croft. Intelligence and passion. Lara's love for archaeology and history highlights her intellect and curiosity. Nobility and accent, her British accent and noble demeanor add to her charm. Physical attractiveness and skills. While her appearance is often emphasized, her physical and combat skills make her a formidable adventurer. Kill the leader undetected. The last one is not the leader, is he? Who was that guy? That brute level 7. Wasn't that the leader? I'm not sure. Well. And I criticize certain things. I told that Lara, I mentioned that Lara has certain qualities that feel weird. The fact that, for example, she kills a lot of mercenaries and stuff. And ChatGPT decided to kind of classify it as another kind of quality, you know, by categorizing it in a complexity and realism kind of point. Despite her attractiveness, Lara's capacity for violence and occasional anger adds a layer of realism and complexity to her character. Some people might find it attractive. I'm not sure to what extent it's attractive. As I said, okay, you kill wolves or some random creatures. Okay. Wolves, bats, bears, I don't know. Okay, it's acceptable. But if you start to kill people, a lot of people, it starts to feel weird. So it's important to keep balance. But I feel like in the last games, Lara kills a lot, and that's problematic. Then we have Suki from Avatar, The Last Airbender. Leadership and competence. As the leader of Kyoshi warriors, Suki is strong and capable, often taking initiative in difficult situations. That's the case, for example, when they were on that burning island prison, something. I don't remember. Blazing Rock, something. I don't remember the name of it. Whatever. When they tried to liberate Sokka's father and some other prisoners, and eventually Sokka found their Suki. And so Suki at some point decided to they were arguing how to capture the warden, and Suki just basically captured the warden in 15 seconds by jumping on heads of different people and then climbing the tower. That was crazy, but that was great. So that's the leadership and competence. Humor and lightheartedness. She balances her serious warrior side with a sense of humor and playfulness, especially with Sokka, which allows Sokka to make random silly things without being kind of criticized like certain girls do, for example. When you do something silly they do not understand and they're like, oh, grow up or something like that, you know, which is that's super unattractive. It's important to know to joke, and it's important to know when to be serious. Supportive and non-competitive. That's another important trait, and it helps Sokka a lot because she's not sabotaging his development and his character, generally speaking, which some girls do. Competing for authority. That's how I describe it. Suki supports Sokka without undermining his role, allowing him to be himself and grow as a character. Because certain girls in the relationship, they are competing for authority, and you feel like it's not a girl, you feel like you're competing with a guy. Whether it's a video game or it's a job, you really feel like you're competing, which is it's not something good. And Suki she's a leader in her own thing, but she's not competing for authority with Sokka. She allows him to do things. And this is typically something that guys value. And the fourth quality is emotional resilience. She remains calm and resourceful in critical situations, providing stability and strength. Because she's a leader of Kyoshi warriors, it's important for her to understand, to have this kind of leadership ability, and to understand that she needs to be calm and stuff. This is something important. Because if you are responsible for other people's lives, you cannot just make fast decisions and foolish decisions. That was Suki and Elika from Prince of Persia 2000. The first one is once again intelligence and wit, and that's the case for Suki as well. It's just ChatGPT didn't kind of mention it, but she's intelligent and wit as well. Her answers and stuff. Alika's sharp mind and educated background make her an engaging and formidable character. That is true. Basically, you just need to follow their dialogues. You need to listen to their dialogues to understand that she knows a lot of things. Even probably the most banal example that I can give you is when Prince decided to ask her about relationships and something like that, and he said something about sleeping or something like that. I'm not sure how it started, but Alika answered him, "I know, I'm very well read," and that was just the best answer that you can give in such situations. I think it all started from the fact that I think Alika said that she never had any relationship, and then their kind of conversation progressed, and she answered Prince, "I know, I'm very well read," and that was just brilliant. Whoever created those dialogues is a genius. The second quality is balance and seriousness and humor. She does irony and humor judiciously, keeping conversations lively without becoming overly sarcastic. Though there were certain situations when it felt like it's a little bit too much, but on average it's fine. It feels just perfect.
Won't be doing this much longer.
Thanks for the help, lady.
The third one is motivation and drive. Her dedication to saving her people and restoring her kingdom adds depth to her character, which is once again the fact that she has a goal. It adds attractiveness, because when you don't have a goal, when you don't know what you're doing in your life, it feels weird, it feels awkward. It's fine to not know what you want to do in your life. Sometimes we all get lost. Sometimes I don't know, something happens that changes our perspective on certain things. It's fine. We all had such moments. I had such moments as well. But it's important to understand overall what you want to do in your life. And it's not only about boys, because I've heard that girls say that it's attractive in boys when they know what they want to do in their lives. But it's also attractive about girls, that you do not kind of meet a girl that says, well, my goal is to marry. Okay, but what else? You can't just, what's your goal? Just to make kids and that's it? It's not a goal. It feels weird.
Oh, I suspect the news of a missing friend might add an
You should have some kind of a goal in your life. You can't just exist for to be like a, okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you know, to be like a plant, to, well, I need someone to take care of me because I'm undecided in my life. I don't know what I want to do. It feels weird. Because once again, as I said, I have seen girls like that. It doesn't mean that it's bad. We're all different, and there are people who want their partners to be just, you know, housewives or something like that, and it's fine. I am speaking about qualities that I notice in these characters. I'm not speaking about kind of about the real world and stuff. Real world is a little bit different, but what makes these characters attractive? This is what I'm kind of talking about. This is the whole idea of this perfect female characters theory, or whatever you call it. I don't know how to call it. I feel like I'm a scientist. I'm not a scientist, just a random guy from the internet. So that's it. And okay, the fourth quality is the physical attractiveness. I remind you that I'm speaking about Elika. Her appearance complements her other qualities without being overly emphasized. That's it. So this is something important as well.
State your business.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Let's think. What else can I do? Maybe I can liberate this thing? I'll liberate this thing and that's how I'll end this episode. It was more of a... I did a couple of quests, but I feel like mostly I dedicate this episode to speaking about this theory. It's not a theory, it's just... it's my personal observations. If we take the example of these four characters, as I said, we can probably add to this list Triss from The Witcher 3, but only the game version, because she's not needy like in the in the book. She's not saying, "Oh, Carol, please, let's date, let's sleep together." No, it's awful. She got her clear purposes, clear goals. She wants to have a career and stuff, but at the same time, she's helping mages to leave Novigrad. So she's not a kind of a career focused person. She also feels some kind of empathy. She has it, and she wants to help other people, which is important as well. Her appearance, obviously. Who doesn't like redheads? Well, and also she's just respectful, calm. She asks Geralt for help. She's looking for his help. She's not doing everything on her own. Like, I feel like Yennefer does it sometimes. Yes, Yennefer asks Geralt for some help in certain situations, but I feel like Triss does it in a way more kind of respectful manner. And this is something great. And just generally speaking, Triss is just being more polite in a lot of situations. She is, her comments, the way she reacts to Geralt. When Geralt said that I don't like doublets or something, Triss said that, well, I'll enjoy your, like, I'll admire your, I don't know, suffering or whatever, something like that. But in a good way, not in a toxic way, while Yennefer quite often she makes comments that are toxic and completely pointless, which me personally I don't like. Some people might find it attractive, but realistically speaking, in normal relationships are calm. They are partners are not trying to sabotage everyone and everyone's mood, you know, by making those useless comments. And this is something important. So Triss can be probably on this list, I suppose. I will open the chest and I will stop here. Just need to find it. And once again, for example, in the case of Evie, the way she walks is important as well. The way she holds her head, her posture, the way she speaks, it's important. It adds something interesting to her character, and it adds a, I don't know, a layer of attractiveness, additional one. Though some might argue that, I don't know, the fact that she kills people might feel weird. This is something that is, I feel like especially in Assassin's Creed series, it feels a little bit weird because we're killing a lot of people and there are no consequences. Obviously, no one kills that many people in real world. Okay, it's a video game. It's not real world, but it still feels too much sometimes. Yeah. And I'll stop here on this on these thoughts. I will continue very, very soon, and tell me what do you think about this kind of idea of perfect female characters. The whole goal was of this kind of idea was to say that these perfect female characters, they quite often they exist only in video games or some kind of cartoons. In real life, it's very hard to find someone who has all these qualities. It's way easier to attribute all these qualities to an imaginary character that we as guys create. While in reality, it's rare. It's very rare to find someone like that. If you find someone like that, then he or she is a gem. I gave example of these female characters, but we can probably speak about certain good qualities in male characters, but maybe next time, not today. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen.